There is a small island in Europe that most people overlook. While everyone's attention is fixed on the UK, Canada, or Australia, this country is quietly opening its doors. It's peaceful, sunny, safe, and recently it's been facing something unexpected, a shortage of workers. Not just doctors or engineers, but the kind of jobs that don't always require a degree. If you've been searching for a way to move abroad without big qualifications or years of experience, this video might just be your moment to pause and listen carefully, because what's happening in this European country could easily change your story. Stay with me to the end, because I will show you exactly which jobs are hiring foreigners, how people are getting work visas or relocation assistance, and even which categories are quietly offering free or discounted housing to overseas workers. And bestie, you want to hear everything before you make your move, because what I'm about to share isn't something you easily find on job boards, okay? Every year, thousands of people apply for jobs in the UK, Ireland, or Canada and get frustrated by rejection after rejections. But meanwhile, just a few hours away from Italy, a country called Malta has been quietly hiring people from overseas. Yes, Malta, that little Mediterranean gem known for its beaches, clear blue waters, and calm lifestyle, is now becoming a hidden job destination for unskilled and semi-skilled workers. But here's the catch: they don't advertise it loudly. Most of these opportunities are shared quietly through local recruitment agencies or employer networks. So, if you are someone who doesn't have a fancy degree, or you've been rejected before because of a no experience, this is where you start paying attention. Because the system in Malta actually allows employers to hire you and sponsor your work permit legally under something called the Single Permit. And yes, this permit lets you live and work in Malta with the potential to bring family later on if you continue legally. Hey everyone, welcome back once again to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Peace, and on this channel I share everything relocation that will help you live, study and work abroad. So feel free to like this video if you have not already done so, subscribe, share and drop your thoughts in the comment section. If you are a first time here, comment the word first time. I want to personally acknowledge you, okay? As my returning subscribers, you are the most valued people right here, okay? So thank you for always coming back to my video. You know, on this channel, what we do here only is verified info with legit links, okay, for your convenience, okay? So, without further ado, let's begin. Let's slow down for a second and understand why this is happening. Malta's population is just over 500,000, but in recent years, their tourism, construction, and healthcare sectors have exploded. Hotels, resorts and care homes are opening faster than they can find local workers. The locals understandably are moving towards higher paying tech or iGaming roles, leaving behind a gap, a real urgent demand for workers in everyday roles. That's where you come in, because unlike many European countries that prefer EU citizens, Malta's government has created a legal route for non-EU foreigners to live and work through the single permit system. And it gets better. Many of these industries facing shortages are the ones that require little or no formal qualifications. Now, before I show you where to apply, let's play a quick imagine this moment. Imagine waking up on an island surrounded by sea views, working as a hotel assistant, a kitchen helper, or a living carer. Your employer handles the paperwork. You're legally employed in Europe, and in some cases, they even help you find accommodation near your workplace. Sounds impossible? It's already happening for hundreds of people who applied the right way. So let's break down what those jobs look like and how you can position yourself to be the next, okay? Let's understand Malta's work permit, alright? So Malta's system isn't like Canada's LMIA or the UK COS. They use something called the Single Permit, which basically means one application covers both your work and residence permit. You can't apply alone. Your employer must sponsor the application. But once it's approved, you're allowed to work and live in Malta for at least 6 to 12 months renewably. Okay, it's all handled through the immigration office known as Identical Malta, the official government portals for expatriates. I'll drop in the link in my description. So here's how it works in simple terms. Yes, 1. The employer posts a job and can't find locals. They apply for a single permit on your behalf. You submit your document, that is CV, passport, health insurance, accommodation proof. Once approved, you get your work visa and travel to Malta. Now, let's talk about the jobs that are actually doing this. According to Job Plus Malta, the official job matching platform, there is an ongoing shortage in sectors like hospitality and tourism, where they need housekeepers, kitchen helpers, waiters and cleaners. Also, the elderly and home care, where they need living carers and assistants. Also, another sector is the construction and maintenance, where they need laborers, cleaners, site helpers. The manufacturing and logistics sectors also need packers and warehouse assistants. These are roles that don't require a university degree, just reliability, willingness to learn, and sometimes basic English communication. And here's the interesting part. Several employers are offering accommodation support or relocation assistance, especially in hospitality and care roles. Let's look at the relocation benefits quietly popping up in Malta. Many hotels and care homes in Malta's Gozo and Selma regions now provide shared accommodation for staff, which is deducted from salary or sometimes is free during probation. Some cover partial flight reimbursement after 3 to 6 months, free star meals during shift, local transport or pick-up services from housing to work. It might not be as flashy as Canada's relocation grant, but for someone trying to get a legal start in Europe, it's a door that can open long-term opportunities. In fact, there are Maltese employers right now registered with Job Plus who actively hired overseas applicants for such roles. So, here are a few categories that have been verified by the Maltese labor authorities as open to the non-EU recruitment. Live-in carers and support workers. Many private care companies in Malta can sponsor under the Single Permit system. They help residents, registration, and some even provide free housing as part of your package. Hospitality roles also are recruiting. During peak seasons, hotels collaborate with agencies to hire abroad. Employers often cover accommodation or reduce housing costs to keep you longer. General laborers or construction helpers. Due to Malta's growing infrastructure projects, construction firms are legally allowed to hire foreign workers under a single permit when locals aren't available. Factory and warehouse assistants. Packaging and logistics roles are often open for sponsorship through employer registered under Jobs Plus. Okay, now besties, I know you might be wondering, how realistic is it to actually get sponsorship for an unskilled job? The truth is, it's possible, but you need to apply smart. Most rejections happen not because people haven't qualified, but because they apply to random listings without checking if the employer is legally registered to hire foreigners. The secret? Always check job listing through the official Maltese employment portal. I'll put in the link in my description, or through companies that clearly mention single permit sponsorship available. Okay, let's talk about money. Unskilled and semi-skilled roles in Malta generally pay between 900 to 1,003 euros per month, depending on your job and experience. It might not sound huge, but remember, Malta's cost of living is lower than most European capitals, okay? If housing is provided or subsidized by your employer, you can save a decent portion each month. Plus, once you're legally working in the EU, you gain something even more valuable, European experience and a pathway to grow. Because many people who start in Malta later move into roles in Italy, Germany, or the Netherlands once again European work history. So, I'll quickly give you a rundown of the documents you will need. So if you decide to go for it, here is what you need to prepare: valid passport, minimum of 6 months validity, updated CV with clear experience, even volunteer or family care count, health insurance for the first few months, proof of accommodation or employer letter confirming your housing, okay, employment contract or job offer, police clearance certificate. It must be recently given to you, okay. Your employer will handle the single permit application on your behalf, and if approved, you will receive an approval in principle letter, which you will use to apply for your visa and travel to Malta. The process takes about 4 to 8 weeks from submission to approval. The application fee is around €600, which is usually covered by the employer if it's a sponsored role, okay. Your permits can be renewed yearly, and after working legally for several years, you may qualify for long-term residence under EU rules. So bestie, if you are watching this far, you're already ahead of most people, because while other schools pass opportunities like this, you're learning how to position yourself strategically. Now let's dive deeper into where exactly to find these jobs and how to spot the real ones. Job Plus Malta Official. This is the national employment portal where all legal Maltese employers post vacancies. Filter by keywords like cleaner, carer, housekeeper, or kitchen assistant. Identita Malta. This is official business information. Here you'll find verified information about permits, renewal forms, and approved employer categories. Then we've got a government agency registered in Malta, like Broadwing Jobs, People & Co Malta, Conget. All the links will be provided for you in the description. Please pardon the background noise, okay? These agencies have been known to recruit for hospitality and care roles. Let's pause for a moment and talk about what life in Malta is really like. This isn't just about work, it's about a lifestyle. The island has over 300 days of sunshine per year. The sea is minutes away from most workplaces, and English is one of the official languages, so communication isn't a barrier. For many people coming from Africa or Asia, Malta becomes a stepping stone into the European workforce and a place to start fresh legally. So here's a big review. While everyone is chasing the same career countries, Malta has been quietly sponsoring unskilled workers, especially in care homes, hospitality, and construction. And while some employers may not label it sponsorship, they handle the single permit paperwork, offer relocation support, and in many cases, shared staff housing. That's what makes this such a hidden gem for anyone looking to move to Europe without big qualifications. So besties, don't sleep on this. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Go to verified portals I'll leave in the description below. Start applying and prepare your document properly. You don't need to know someone, you just need to show consistency and good communication and readiness to work while others won't. Because Malta isn't making a noise about it, but those who discover it early are getting hired. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with someone who's been searching for opportunities abroad. Subscribe for more verified global job updates, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, Jesus loves you and I love you too. Thank you for watching.